Did you used to shop at the Subiaco Station Street markets? Well, if you did, then you'll be pleased to know that the traders are back in business at Growers Lane at Homebase in Subiaco. Fresh fish, fresh meat and fresh bread, as well as a deli counter and the freshest high-quality fruit and veg are all available at your one-stop shop, Growers Lane. Growers Lane, Subiaco, the home of fresh produce. Did you used to shop at the Subiaco Station Street markets? Well, if you did, then you'll be pleased to know that the traders are back in business at Growers Lane at Homebase in Subiaco. Fresh fish, fresh meat and fresh bread, as well as a deli counter and the freshest high-quality fruit and veg are at your one-stop shop, Growers Lane. Growers Lane, Subiaco, the home of fresh produce. Did you used to shop at the Subiaco Station Street markets? Well, if you did, then you'll be pleased to know that the traders are back in business at Growers Lane at Homebase in Subiaco. Fresh fish, fresh meat and fresh bread, as well as a deli counter and the freshest high-quality fruit and veg are all available at your one-stop shop, Growers Lane. Growers Lane, Subiaco, the home of fresh produce. Did you used to shop at the Subiaco Station Street markets? Well, if you did, then you'll be pleased to know that the traders are back in business at Growers Lane at Homebase in Subiaco. Fresh fish, fresh meat and fresh bread, as well as a deli counter and the freshest high-quality fruit and veg are all available at your one-stop shop, Growers Lane. Growers Lane, Subiaco, the home of fresh produce. A very good afternoon from the Foreshore in Nedlands. It's round 4 of the Fortescue Premier League, and it is a beautiful day, as always, down by the river, the Swan River in Perth. Sun is shining. There's hardly a breeze at all. I'm sure that will change as the game goes on, but absolutely magnificent conditions. It's not too warm. It was a little bit warmer earlier. The sun beginning to drop, and so too the temperature. And it is going to be ARKS taking on the home side, Nedlands. ARKS have had a tough start to the season, yet to win a game. They went down 15-7 to UWA at home, and then on the road they lost 32-27 to Wests Scarborough, and then they lost last week to Perth Bayswater 24-19. Nedlands had a bye in the opening round and then had a victory here, which was shown on YouTube, 34-20 over Palmyra. And then last week's had a really famous victory over arch rivals Wests Scarborough, 27-22 at Wests Grand. So they'll be looking to continue their winning ways here at the Foreshore, and we'll be hoping that they can do so against ARKS today. Will be ARKS to get us underway in the red and white shirts and the black shorts. Just waiting for Russell Burgess to, I think it looks like Russell Burgess to get us underway. It is indeed the number 8 who used to play for Calamunda. Get it out in a minute. I'm Ashley Morrison, looking forward to bringing you all the action. Good clearing kick from Nedlands, over halfway up to Palmyra's 10-metre line. Usually a lot of the kicks going to the far side, the clubhouse side, because usually there's a breeze, but as I mentioned, hardly a breeze at all today. Fremantle Doctor usually blowing up the river. Nedlands line out against Palmyra was an issue. They've won a free kick from the line out. You'd suspect that they will, well, they've actually opted for a scrum straight off. Now this will be an interesting situation. Kevin Palavi-Fiu for ARKS at one stage was 167 kilos. And then he lost a little bit of weight and apparently got down to 147. Said he cut out eating a certain fast food after training, but he said he would like to have a prop the other side that was equal weight to him. Nedlands put the ball in, and both scrums just hold firm. Driving into contact. Taken to ground, it was a good tackle. Drake Robson doing good work. Lovasic just going inside, and McKellar takes it into contact for Nedlands. Roberts spins it, absolutely barreled back in the tackle was Logan Eade. Brilliant tackle by ARKS. Still with Nedlands though. Good tackle that time coming in from Regan King. Lovasic at halfback. McKellar takes it into contact once more for Nedlands. ARKS trying to steal it. The man was on his feet, and I think that would be, yes it is indeed, holding on there by McKellar. Can be no argument there. The ARKS player was on his feet trying to steal the ball, and McKellar just not releasing in the tackle. So taken forward by Kevin Palavi-Fiu. He's taken the ground. You've got to take him low or he will just keep running. Swarming around Burgess. ARKS though keep possession. Again we see the prop Palavi-Fiu taking it forward, being used as a battering ram. Lovely step off the right foot coming from Saloa Fafita. Scrappy ball though coming back for ARKS. It's calmed down now. Fafita in at half back. Just trying to draw the Nedlands players in. They're just hanging off at the loose at the moment, making it hard for any advantage for ARKS coming forward. Ball comes available. Ryan Black spins it out again. Oh, and unfortunately, Fafita loses it forward, and it will be a scrum. There's good hands from the big man, Kevin Palavi-Fiu, just slipping it out the back. Gives us a chance to thank our sponsors, Growers Lane, meat, fish, bread, deli, fresh fruit and vegetables, formerly the Station Street Markets, now at home base in Subiaco for all your one-stop shop for all your groceries. Go to Growers Lane at home base. And Instant Scaffolds, specialists in access equipment. So again, it's a really strong scrum from both sides. McKellar trying to get the ball between his feet. Roberts gets it. Lovasage, just a little dink pass, and it's being carried forward well. That was Saunders Loader. McKellar snared, still alive. Lovasage, short little pass. Forwards getting involved. Picked up by Grayson Knapp. It's rather lateral at the moment from Nedlands. Just trying to step there was Peter Fitzgerald. Good defence by ARKS. They've kept Nedlands here. They haven't managed to gain many metres. Just getting through a gap then for Nedlands. Oh, Saunders Loader. Lovasage goes to the boot just to try and kick it in behind the defensive line for ARKS. Recovered well. The support is there though for Nedlands, but ARKS just setting it up, waiting for numbers to get behind the ball. And it is a good clearing kick, just splitting the defenders, but Lovasage is back. We'll spin it to Nate Roberts now. Comes out wide again, and McMeekin takes it into contact. McMeekin gets the support. Ball made available. Roberts. Taken by Logan Eade. Eade takes it into contact. Nedlands back where they were just a few minutes ago. Lovasage spins it again. Fitzgerald joining the line. Saw a gap. He gained about probably 3 or 4 metres. Lovasage at half-back now, just popping the pass. Eade, short little pass to Swick. Again, really good defence by ARKS. They're not allowing Nedlands to gain any metres. And a poor pass and knocked forward, but an advantage given to ARKS. But we're going to come back as no real advantage. So again, they've shown real determination. They may not have got a win so far in the season. A really good start and really good defensive play by the men in red and white. Almost 10 minutes gone. No scorers yet. Scrum sets. First scrum for ARKS. Just a strong push going in from the left-hand side. That was Travis Church, who's up against Kevin Palavi-Fiu. I would say that Palavi-Fiu is just allowing that to happen, because obviously if the wheel continues, it will be penalty to ARKS. So the scrum set again. Ball comes in, rock solid scrum again. Fafita to Burgess, spins it out now to Black. Black out wide, a little bit of space on the flank for Sutherland. Back infield to Burgess. Burgess makes it available. Black, Fafita. Palavi-Fiu almost evaded the first challenge and then was just tapped round the ankle. Now a chance for Arvite. So ARKS for the first time over halfway. Lovasage was just lying on the ground in an offside position. Burgess again, just off the pack. Gains a couple of metres. Good pass again from Black, and the fullback joining in, breaking through. Number 11 breaking through. It's going to be a try. Brilliant run by Sutherland, and Sutherland goes under the posts. But it was really the cut infield from Dane Jobe that created that opportunity. But it is the first try to ARKS, scoring under the posts. Sutherland with a really good run. Well, it had been all Nedlands up to that point. And then just patience from ARKS, really strong defensive play by them. And then as soon as they got in the Nedlands half, they made it pay. So the perfect start for ARKS, and now a kick directly in front of the posts should be fairly straightforward. It is indeed. Flags are raised. Dane Jobe adding the 2. So it is now Nedlands 0, ARKS 7. Well, the perfect start for the away team. Maybe Nedlands just thinking it was going to be a little bit easier than it's going to be. If ever that was going to give them a jolt, the try early on will do. Roberts with the restart. Favita as well to bring that under control. It wasn't the greatest of passes. And again, ARKS confident now to run it out of their 22. Good pass, managing to pick out Troy Laurent. Again, using the width, Burgess shrugs off the first tackle, gets another couple of metres before he's taken to ground. Pallavi Fiu, and just bouncing off him in contact. And the whistle has gone. I didn't see what the referee signalled for there, whether it was just Nedlands players. Certainly ARKS were calling for a penalty. So just a slight delay as the big man gets a little bit of treatment. Nickname for Kevin Pallavi Fiu is Man Mountain. Had a spell with Warringah Rats in Sydney. Certainly is a very big individual. And Travis Church really has his work cut out for him. Well, a really big shove from ARKS. Arm is up from the referee. Lovasage, though, gets the ball. Lovely step inside. Come again from Louis Sanders Loader. Taken forward now, Grayson Knapp. Good tackling again from ARKS. Their defence has been really good. Lovasage looked to throw the dummy. Had to go back inside. Nedlands burrowing deep. Nate Roberts, he goes alone, taken to ground. Support is there for Nedlands. They just want to get clean ball. Lovasage and coming straight through the middle. Good work again from the ARKS defence. Ball now comes out to Drake Robson. He takes it into contact. Saunders Loader. Well, he's looking to run it through the middle. Maybe he would have been better off just spinning that one. Lovasage is missed out. Again, though, ARKS read it brilliantly. Closed down and didn't allow Nedlands any space in which to advance. I thought that was just coming in from the side, in fact, from ARKS, but not seen by the official at the moment. Maybe the touch judge will intervene. Nedlands just inching their way towards the try line. Lovasage looks to spin it wide. Taken to ground once more. Support there. And trying to steal the ball. And we're going to come back for just stopping the ball coming out. I think coming over the top. So it will be a Nedlands penalty. Almost directly in front of the posts. And they are going to go for the posts. So a chance for Nedlands to close the gap. Corey Cudd, normally their kicker, not playing today. He's the top scorer for Nedlands at the moment in the tournament. Scored 2 tries, 3 conversions. Hasn't managed to slot a penalty as yet. So Peter Fitzgerald takes over the kicking duties. And you would think that this would be a fairly straightforward kick for the Nedlands fullback. Just taking a little bit further out to open the angle up. Also not the best in that one of his teammates having a little bit of treatment right in front of him. That was Calvin Swick. Swick, though, able to get up and move just slightly over to the right before he gets his calf massaged. Fitzgerald glances up between the posts. Step back. Strikes it high, strikes it well, and the flags go up. And Nedlands get their first points on the board. So Nedlands 3, ARKS 7. It's 14 minutes gone. We're in the 15th minute. It's been an intriguing battle so far, you have to say. Once again, like to thank Growers Lane, the fruit and veg fuel for all top athletes. Growers Lane at home base in Subiaco. Like them on Facebook as Burgess restarts. It's a good collection, taken into contract by Giles McMeekin. And just knocked forward as he tried to pick up by Maya King. So ARKS again opting for the scrum. Just as the scrum looks to set, just a reminder that Nedlands will be having their rugby long lunch. If you want tickets, you can contact the club. That's on the 1st of June at 12 noon in the River Room at Optus Stadium. And Ali Williams and Western Force players, and also Dan Crowley, the former Wallaby, will be guest speakers. A good ball from Burgess through the legs to the scrum half, and quick hands bursting through the gap. That was a superb break. Deemed a forward pass. Well, that's harsh. Narube is currently the leading point scorer for ARKS with 10 points in the competition so far in their opening 3 games. So just 2 tries to Kitione Narube. And he very nearly broke through there. And had he broke through that tackle and the pass had been level, he may well have added to his tally. So another scrum, Nedlands put in. Fed to the hooker's foot. Picked up at the back by McKellar. Good defence again from ARKS, who've been really solid, just not allowing Nedlands any chance to break their defensive line. Lovasage again. Dummy from him, steps off his left foot, gains a few metres. Fitzgerald with a kick. It's long and deep and doesn't go. Well, the flag has gone straight out, so it'll be all the way back up to the 10-metre line, although the referee has his arm raised for ARKS being offside. So it will be a Nedlands kick. Must apologise if the vision is just a little bit shaky, in that the position we have today is just not quite as solid as it normally is. Hopefully, though, it's not spoiling your view of the game wherever you are watching, in any part of the world or any part of Australia. Certainly, if you're ever in Perth, make sure you come down to Nedlands Rugby Club. Always a very social club to visit, and in one of the best settings you'll ever find in the world, as ARKS looked to spin the ball wide, and it just lost again by Regan King. In fact, it was, sorry, Nairobi. Just went through his hands into his chest and came forward, so yet another scrum. Just a little bit of hesitation as Church ties his shoelace. I'm sure that was just trying to buy a little bit of time. Because certainly ARKS front row were really ready for the scrum. Kevin Pilavi-Fiu wearing the number 1, Tapara Job and Levi Alvai. So the scrum engages again. Not good ball. Roberts does well though, finds Loversage. King steps off his right, manages to gain about 5 metres, tackled, picked up again by Roberts, hesitates with his pass. Eventually it comes out. Fitzgerald with a little goose step in the air, evades one challenge, offloads. It's going to be, oh, he almost lost the ball. Is he tackled just before the line? And I think the try may well have been given. McMeekin, the scorer for Nedlands. And it is indeed so. Giles McMeekin with the score, but it was really great hands from Fitzgerald as he was tackled and he managed to offload. So 8-7 with the conversion to come. Fitzgerald wide on the left-hand side. With absolutely no breeze. Normally this kick would have the breeze behind the kicker. Just would help sort of pull it round between the posts at the Steve's Hotel end of the ground. But there is absolutely no breeze today. Swan River is like a mill pond. Comes out. He's got the height. Has he got the length? I think he may well have done. No, the flags stay. Oh no, they go up now. There was just consultation between the 2 touch judges. So Nedlands 10, ARKS 7. Fitzgerald successful now with a conversion and a penalty. So Burgess again with the restart. So long was known in the colours of Kalamunda. Russell Burgess. Roberts. And out in the back line is McKellar. McKellar made his debut against Palmyra for the first team in Nedlands in round 2. In my opinion, he was possibly man of the match. Loversage with a good long kick. Should be fielded fairly easy. Oh dear me. And a mistake as the ball is dropped by Dane Job under absolutely no pressure. So that's a fairly cheap scrum won by Nedlands. So this is the platform from which they can launch another attack. Front rows getting into position. They go into the crouch position. And now they engage. Roberts, Loversage, dummy, steps off his left again. Taken to ground though, doesn't gain too many metres. Roberts again, offloads it to Drake Robson. Roberts and Audier just lost by Church. And we're going to have an ARKS scrum. Just a miscommunication there, I think, amongst the forwards. Pass was a little bit low for Travis Church to get down to. I'm amazed you didn't see the prop complain about the service from the halfback. Always that rivalry between forwards and backs. Once again, just like to thank Instant Scaffolds, specialists in access equipment, scaffolding, scissor lifts and boom lifts. No job is too small, we do them all. Check out Instant Scaffolds at instantscaffolds.com.au. One of the sponsors making this live stream possible. Lovely break from Favita. Really fast feet, and he managed to break through the line. Another good little break forward by Alvai. Looping pass, Burgess goes into contact. Shane Hemi, though, takes him round the thighs and eventually goes to ground. Favita, good hands, spins it out to Regan King. King gains valuable metres for ARKS, gets them almost up to halfway. Grabbed at the second attempt in the end by Troy Laurent. Now it's Pallavi Fiu going wide. Good break again by ARKS. They've spun the ball well and shown really good handling. It's come out the back, but it will be a penalty to ARKS. So this will be a chance for them, you would think, to just equalise now if they can slot the kick, or will they back themselves and kick for the corner? And they'll probably kick for the corner for the line out, maybe just too far out for a kick to a goal. Favita making his way across. And it does go into, well, not quite the corner, but just over the 22 for Nedlands. Although the touch judge is saying it literally just went over the 22. Tiparo Job ready to throw. Can ARKS build something from here? Good grab in the lineup from Graham Sullivan. I think I missed the umpire's signal. I think it was not straight, so Nedlands having the scrum. Around the half-hour mark. Very little in this match to choose between either team at the moment. Hook was not a clean one. ARKS put on the shove. And it's gone past the 180. So it will be a re-scrum, but ARKS ball. Should remind female viewers that it's Ladies' Day here at Nedlands next weekend, the 5th of May. It's 1:30 to 5 p.m. and fundraising for breast cancer. If you want to come down, again, you can contact the club. It's $50 a ticket. Usually a lot of fun, according to the ladies of the club. Through the legs it comes. The whistle is gone again, though. And now it is Nedlands' ball. A bit of a conversation going on there with Joe Kapua and the referee. I think just trying to get some clarification on the decision. So Nedlands would really want to win this scrum and clear their lines. ARKS are certainly, judging by the back line, hoping they can get one against their head and launch an attack of their own. Well, that definitely wasn't straight. It was fed straight almost into the second row. Good pickup, though, by McKellar. McKellar runs into Favita and is taken to ground. Avoided the first challenge, though. Roberts with a kick from the back of the ruck. This time it's fielded well. Chance for ARKS to counter-attack through Job. Job taken to ground just over the halfway line, just short of the 10-metre line. ARKS again just trying to organise their back line. Burgess taking a grab, but makes the ball available. Picked up in the end by Ryan Black. Black was snared, though, by Nedlands players, just lurking on the side. So it's good to see ARKS with this willingness to attack. Obviously, a team that's on the rise, and certainly they're not being overawed by Nedlands at all. Church in the background is just trying to stretch his back. Physio about to come on, I think, and just check out how Travis Church is bearing up. Very warm conditions here at the Foreshore. Normally there is the Fremantle Doctor that just blows up the river, but there's absolutely no breeze whatsoever today, so players will be finding it very difficult out there, and fitness levels will be tested. So one wouldn't be surprised if late in the match we see one team gain the ascendancy. So once again, as we're seeing Church have some treatment, we'd like to remind you to support Growers Lane if you're looking for meat, fish, fresh bread, or fruit and vegetables that are always fresh from the formerly Station Street Markets shop holders, stall holders. Go to home base Subiaco and visit Growers Lane. They're also happy to do oranges for teams for half-time or any such fruit and veg refreshments. And we're grateful for their support. Growers Lane, just like them on Facebook. So Nate Roberts just waiting at the moment for the scrums to get ready. The Nedlands do have a one-man overlap on the open side at the moment. Roberts, though, goes the other side. McKellar picks up and taken to ground. Ball comes back again for Nedlands, and Calvin Switch gets valuable meters. Good driving run from the prop there. Loversige spins it. Logan Eade into contact, offloads to Church. Now it's a great run forward again coming from Mike Egan. Egan, who plays lock or back row, showing that he's got plenty of pace. Looked a little bit forward, having to just check back to collect, and now picked up by McMeekin. McMeekin taking the ground, needs to release the ball. He has. Nate Roberts to Loversige. McKellar. It's a high pass, a really difficult pass. Drake Robson doing really well to bring that down from the air and avoid the tackle. Roberts, and he's snared by Regan King. Loversige picks up, tries to drive forward. Messy ball for Nedlands. Again, it's McKellar. No, it's Egan picks up and drives forward. And the ball's been lost forward. Well, that's been knocked forward now. So Maya King just knocking that one forward. So ARKS again showing that they've got a real willingness to defend. And you can just see every time there's a scrum just how the Nedlands front row are being made to work really, really hard. They're very slow to come together and just trying to change the pace. So it's ARKS ball. Good quick ball coming back to Ryan Black. And there's a gap, and he fast feet, but eventually just grabbed. Good work again by Drake Robson, who was in the back line. ARKS, though, spin the ball the open side. Again, Nedlands having to throw bodies at the ball just to bring the man down. That's a super pass. Brilliant break forward again by Narube. Narube offloads, and it's going to be another try. And going all the way in is going to be Andrew Robson. Robson has touched down. He's going to go under the post, but the Referee has adjudicated that he touched it down earlier. But that was really just breaking through the tackle. It was really good work again from Kitoni Narube and Regan King combining. So ARKS looking as if they may go in at half-time with the lead in this match. And that would be a real turn-up for the books. Nedlands coming into this game unbeaten. ARKS coming into this game having not won a game all season. This will be, though, a difficult kick as the breeze has finally picked up. So he's kicking directly into the wind. From wide out on the left-hand side as ARKS attack. Glances between the posts, back down at the ball. Back up between the posts. One more look. And now he swings his boot through it. He struck that well. But the flags stay down. So no conversion. No extra 2 points for ARKS. Very difficult kick though. Dane Jobe from wide outside. Thought he got the distance. He certainly looked as if he got the height. Almost feel from there you need to punch it a little bit flatter into the wind. The restart fielded by Burgess, very close to the touchline, but manages to gain a few metres going the blind. So that's a brilliant break by the scrum half, Ryan Black. Black is eventually brought down and loses the ball forward on Nedlands' 10-metre line. Nedlands look to counter-attack quickly. ARKS just caught hopping a little bit. Liversidge sees a little bit of a gap. Offloads and Nedlands again looking to go the open side. Logan Eade again ducks back to where the traffic is and tries to pull in a few more ARKS players to create some space wide. Roberts goes the blind side for Nedlands. Again, he's brought to ground. They set up once more. Happy to take that forward into contact is Drake Robson once more for Nedlands. They're up to ARKS' 10-metre line. Roberts tried to go down the blind side, ran into a wall of red and white shirts. Picked up and carried forward now by Grayson Knapp. Good offload from him. Lost forward, though, in the tackle. And now ARKS get the chance to counter-attack. They're going to go to the boot. There's a gap over in that side. Running back, though, trying to clear up for Nedlands is Liam van der Westhuizen. ARKS have got numbers there. Van der Westhuizen tries to go through the gap. Jobe works well, and they bring him to ground. Just need to try and steal possession now. Nedlands, though, calm under pressure. Ball just popped up. King taken to ground. He's fallen the wrong way, but of course this day's able to turn and make the ball available. So Nedlands recovered well. Roberts, and again driving forward from Grayson Knapp. Offload, King, thrown to the ground. And ARKS looking to drive over the ball that's been lost forward again by Nedlands. So it will be an ARKS scrum, and pleading looks at the referee from Nedlands players. I think they're feeling they had to work incredibly hard during that passage of play, and some of the players very slow to their feet. So there is an ARKS player down behind play, just stretching his hamstring. Hard to see who it is at the moment. I think it may well be Tipara Jobe. No, he's on his feet. Maybe it's Alvai, the other prop. So they have had a change in the front row. Kevin Fiu has gone off. referee had stopped his watch. He's going to recommence it fairly soon. Getting very close to half-time, just over 2.5 minutes by our watch. Of course, we don't stop when the officials do. Ryan Black talking to his backs. By mistake, Pallavi Fiu is still on there. Dane Job comes back to Black as he switches play. Quick hands coming through from Regan King. Good break forward again by ARKS. They set it up well. Dreadful pass, and Black brought it under control with his foot and then had to cope with the on-rushing Drake Robson. Now picked up and taken quickly by Kevin Pallavi Fiu. He was very happy, knew exactly what he was doing. The advantage was with ARKS, so he knocked it forward, took the quick tap and gained a good 10 metres for ARKS. Intelligent play by the prop. And a penalty goes ARKS' way. So from directly in front, the player penalised this time, Shane Hemme. Well, it may well have been Shane Hemme was there. I think Calvin Swick was actually the offender. And the referee just having a word with Captain Mike Egan. So what will ARKS do? They're just short of Nedlands 22, directly in front of the posts. And it looks as if they're going to run it. Ryan Black over the ball. Goes to Burgess. Burgess just gets over the 22-metre line, sets it up again. Alvite taken down, and the ball made available again. Burgess offloads, and there's a really good break there. Just taking the ground was Graham Sullivan. Oh, a nice dummy. Is he going to get there? Just short of the line, reaching out. I think he has got there. The try has been awarded. Referee's arm is raised, and it's a brilliant try in the end on Regan King. Regan King reaching out for the line. And another try for ARKS. So 10 plays 17, and the visitors well on top. Well, certainly Nedlands needed instant scaffolds to keep him up there as he was reaching for the line. Unfortunately, they didn't, and so ARKS have another try. Third try of the first half for the visitors. But again, it's going to be a very tricky kick from way out wide on the left-hand side, almost just on the 5-metre line. In front of all the Nedlands members. Dane Job kicking into the wind this time. Again, he strikes it well, but it's not going to make it. And the flags stay down. But it is ARKS leading Nedlands at the moment by 17 points to 10. And they are playing into the wind. And I think most of their attacking prowess has actually come from their defence, which has been really solid, in that they frustrated Nedlands, not allowed them to run with the ball, closed them down, and then they've managed to counter-attack themselves. Fafita puts it out, and that will be, I think, the end of the action for the first half. Well, congratulations to Paul King at the moment, the coach of ARKS, who's done a really good job, and his game plan seems to be working, because the home team are going in at half-time trailing. It is Nedlands 10, ARKS 17. Did you used to shop at the Subiaco Station Street markets? Well, if you did, then you'll be pleased to know that the traders are back in business at Growers Lane at home base in Subiaco. Fresh fish, fresh meat and fresh bread, as well as a deli counter and the freshest high-quality fruit and veg are all available at your one-stop shop, Growers Lane. Growers Lane, Subiaco, the home of fresh produce. Did you used to shop at the Subiaco Station Street markets? Well, if you did, then you'll be pleased to know that the traders are back in business at Growers Lane at home base in Subiaco. Fresh fish, fresh meat and fresh bread, as well as a deli counter and the freshest high-quality fruit and veg are all available at your one-stop shop, Growers Lane. Growers Lane, Subiaco, the home of fresh produce. Welcome back to the Foreshore in Nedlands. It is half-time, second half about to get underway in this round 4 clash between Nedlands and ARKS, and it is ARKS, the visitors, currently leading 10-17 over the host team, Nedlands. Real turn up for the books if ARKS could get a victory today. They haven't won a game all season. Nedlands unbeaten coming into this game. As Nate Roberts kicks high, gets the second half underway. Nedlands in the blue, playing towards the river and into the wind. ARKS, who've had really good defensive play in the first half, and just feel Nedlands just need to lift their intensity a little bit. Be a little bit more desperate getting to the ball. Nice little step off his left foot from Regan King. Taken to ground eventually. Ball, though, still available. Black spinning it out to the right-hand side. Burgess, though, unable to get it as it went off the ground, and it's a scrappy ball. And eventually, it's going to be an ARKS ball knocked forward by Nedlands. So the wind has really picked up. We started the game today in a really still day here at the Foreshore. The river was as flat as you like, but now you can see the ripples across the surface. But still a beautiful day to be by the river, watching. Is it going? Well, our apologies for that. The bugger in a try score.